So those stripes and dots that you see on here are just not going to cut it for you when it comes to using a cream blush. So I'm going to show you how to do it with a brush and how to do it with a sponge on this side. First mistake is you're going directly onto your face. You want to use either a hand palette or just use the back of your hand. Now when it comes to any liquid blush, typically a little goes a long way, and that'll depend on what liquid blush you do have. These are my two favorite kind of styles to use. This one replicates using like your fingers. It's very precise. It doesn't spread it too far, just like this one. It's a little more tapered, but it has some fluffiness too, but it's still a little dense. You don't want anything too dense, and you definitely don't want anything too flimsy. Kind of a Goldilocks moment. I take the brush and I just do a little. You see, I am not going completely into the whole entirety of the product. I'm only taking a little bit onto my brush because I want to build it onto the brush and get it worked in essentially to where it's not overbearing. And you can tap the back of your hand to see the level of color that it's going to give you. For my face shape, I typically like to apply it right about here. So I'm going to tap, do not swipe or rub. You want to tap. And the reason why I say this actually is because when you apply this and you have foundation on, this helps prevent you from picking up your foundation underneath, which causes that splotchiness. Now, if you have no makeup on, like no foundation, should I say, then by all means, you can definitely buff it in a lot more than you typically would. I keep it in the spot that I want and I bring it a little bit back. You can see where it's just sitting on my face. Now, if this feels like a little too much for you, no worries, we can soften it. And you see how the more I blend it, the softer it gets. I'm adding a little bit more intensity, so going back in, I'm going to focus it a little bit more central to here versus all over again, because if I want more intensity, I don't want more intensity all over. I just want it more in the center of the blush, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So it creates that nice fade still. So you can kind of see, I'm just gonna tap it. You can even use your finger. But I'm literally keeping it in the center of this entire blush application. And there you have it.